This is the final part of the Youth Count Surveyor training. Make sure that you review and watch all previous parts of the Youth Count training. During this part, we will talk about what to do after you are finished surveying all the young people in the census tract that you have been canvassing, and how you will close out census tracts, marking them complete. To mark a census tract complete, you will need a CT assessment, or a census tract assessment. A census tract assessment is a separate survey. You will find the survey within your Survey 123 app. Only one census tract assessment will need to be done per census tract. The team lead can complete these, or other team members, but as long as only one person is completing one as you go through the different census tracts and mark them complete. Census tract assessments are incredibly important to complete as we move through the 10 days of the youth count. These census tract assessments let us know, and everyone that is managing the data or the team assignments, if something is complete, partially complete, or needs to be revisited. A census tract assessment is basically the who, when, and what happened as you're canvassing a census tract. You will respond to questions that tell us who was on your team, how many gift cards or surveys that you may have done, anything that you weren't able to cover for reasons of time or safety, if you believe that a census tract should be revisited later, or any other notes that you would like a team lead or someone to know. This is a place where you can make a note if there were any gift card discrepancies or anything else of that matter. It's incredibly important to fill out a census tract assessment as you go through a census tract and don't see or encounter anyone. We need to know if a census tract has a 0 count. The census tract assessment and marking a census tract complete is how we know that we do not need to revisit it. A 0 count is not a bad number. There are many census tracts that we will visit where we will not find anyone in both non-hotspot or hotspot tracts. This data is incredibly important to the overall youth count numbers. That's why it's important that we fill out these assessments as we go through our census tract assignment and our youth count shift. The final stage of being a youth count surveyor would be completing your youth count shift. As you've gone out with your team and gone through all the assigned census tracts, you have completed census tract assessments, you have marked your assigned census tracts either complete, partially complete, or that they need to be revisited. Your shift ends after you've completed the assigned census tracts, or if there are time limitations or other types of limitations. To complete a shift, check back in with your deployment site and the deployment site lead. Return to the deployment site and check back in any gift cards that you still have remaining. You will also want to report back anything that may have come up to your site lead. Make sure that you thank your team and the youth count leads. This is an incredibly hard project. It's incredibly fast paced, and everyone is working as hard as they possibly can. The community participation in youth count surveyors and site leads are essential for accomplishing this massive task of the Los Angeles youth count. Make sure to thank yourself and thank everyone around them for putting in the effort to address youth homelessness. If you have any questions, you will reach back to us at youthcount.org. You will find emails or other modes of communication. Thank you, and we appreciate you so much. We got this.